Good evening, young leaders. Good evening, the distinguished Toastmasters being around here and the guests. We thank all of you coming over here for the third session of the YLP. It's glad that Indian Social Club started within this just above the premises around 3 years earlier with an aim that let us inculcate some sort of art of public speaking or leadership skills in this particular Telugu wing. We call it as Telugu wing, so many of them raise their apprehensions. How come a Telugu wing can start this? But today, I'm glad to see with the help of the mentors and now the coming up new entrants with the Toastmaster, we could able to achieve the third session. Let us give a big round of applause to all of them. I know everyone is eager to see the rigorous training which was carried out for 8 weeks by the respected mentors. In fact, I will let you know a small occasion. The last session I happened to be there. The kids are still nervous. They were not in a position to ensure what has been taught. But mentors, some of them are admonishing them, specifying them, and the different models they are using. But what I like in the children is they are very enthusiastic. They want to learn. For a person who is from the external comment sat there, what is happening here? We are not really said, we really felt what's happening around here. Because we felt why the mentors are so serious or admonishing them. But the kids are taking in a very lighter note. They want to learn. And that's the beauty. And really, one more thing what I found in them is they want to complement each other. They are encouraging. In fact, that's what we felt, that as Indians, we have that ability in ourselves, like an adaptability, rather competing. If you see in sports or any region, we are lacking. Lacking is not just because only sports facilities and etc. We are also having a tendency of supporting others. That's called probably, that is a nature we got from our parents and whoever. And today, the kids are going to have a talent show. This is not a compete show. That means they are not trying to compete each other. They want to showcase their talents, which is being carried out rigorously from past 8 weeks. And I wish they will do a good show for the sake of all of us. And all the best, children. And now, may I upon call young leader, Mr. Sergeant of to come over to the stage and take from me. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Good evening. Toastmasters, mentors, guests, and fellow young leaders. I welcome you all to today's youth leadership program. Please turn off your mobile phones or put them in silent mode. Mission of the club. We provide a positive and supportive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop leadership and communication skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, please welcome young leader Vaishnavi to deliver her presidential speech.
You yourself deserve more love and affection than anybody else in this entire universe. These are the divine words of the Lord Gautama Buddha. Distinguished guests, Toastmasters, fellow young leaders, and my dear friends, a very good evening to all of you. Good evening. Let me ask you something. In this world, are you living for the sake of yourself or for the sake of others? The answers to these questions can determine the course of your life. It reflects your actions and attitudes. Friends, from childhood onwards, most of us learned about self-confidence, self-discipline, self-motivation, self-respect, and like this so many such other things. But we did not learn much about self-love. Self-love is the foundation of our life. Everything builds on the top of the foundation. For that, the first thing we have to do is to love ourselves. Self-lovers are not selfish people. In fact, they are the people who are helping everybody. Let me explain you how it will be. When we are in the flight attendants always says to put your mask on before helping others. Why? Because if you can't breathe, then you can't help others. Self-love also works the same way. If you wanted to give your love to others, first, that love should be there within you. That's why we have to prioritize our love. First, I means myself. Second, mine means my parents and my siblings. Third, we means close relations, friends, and surrounding people. Last, we all means cities, towns, even countries. So friends, if you really love your family, if you really love your close relations and friends, if you really love your country, before all these, first you should love yourself. I love myself. Now I request you all to repeat after me. I love myself. I love myself. So friends, keep on loving yourself. With this, I would like to call upon young ladies to take.
Good evening. Good evening, respected mentors, Toastmasters. As the timer, I will keep track of the time taken by each role player. The speakers are 4 to 5 minutes for their speeches. I will show the green card at 4 yellow card at 4 minutes 30 seconds and the red card at 5 minutes. Speakers are given a grace period of 15 seconds. Table topic speakers are allotted 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute, 1 minute 30 seconds and the red card at 2 minutes. Evaluators are given 1 to 2 minutes for their evaluation. I will show the green card at the end of 1 minute, the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds and the red card at 2 minutes. I will come back with the timing report when called upon. I now hand over the podium to Nikhil.
Good morning, respected mentors, dear young leaders. It is my privilege to take you all to our speaker segment. We have very four interesting speakers lined up here today. Our first speaker, he loves to play cricket. He is a very good and funny person. And his speech title is Practice Makes a Man Perfect. Now, may I call upon our young leader, Ibrahim, with a huge round of applause. Practice. Repeated exercise or performance of an activity to acquire proficiency in it or maintain proficiency in it. Confused? Good evening, respected Toastmasters, fellow young leaders, all you distinguished guests. Practice makes a man perfect. How many of you have heard this proverb? Not everyone? told me, let's make it. Practice makes everyone share my own experience, by which I understood practice will make a man perfect. Sorry, I'm only not following my rules. Practice will make everyone perfect. When I was in grade 2, I was terrible in maths, due to which I was always scolded by my parents and my teachers. I thought my parents and my teachers, they were screaming at me and removing their anger on me. But I came to know afterwards, it was for a reason. I used to jumble up everything. I used to do addition instead of subtraction and multiplication instead of division. They were not getting in my mind only. I used to do all the sums with the help of calculator. I did not have a hope of getting good marks. So, I did not even try. Other subjects will be easier. I'll do other subjects. I always had a math notebook and a rough notebook in my hand. My parents told me, do maths in your free time, or else they would shout at me. I don't know how they knew I'm not doing maths. Once in school, I was busy doing maths in a free period. I heard my friend speak out. Ibrahim's math is like a KG child. I was very upset. That time I came to know my target. I practiced harder and harder. This was the first time I tried to get good marks in my maths exam. I gave my first term exams. I wrote them brilliantly. After ma'am corrected all the papers and she was going to give the paper, she said, only one child got full marks in the exam. Everyone was thinking it was Harsh, who was always the topper in our class. I had no expectation of getting full marks. Then ma'am told Harsh's marks. He got 90. Oh my god, who's the child who got full marks? Full marks is Ibrahim. It was me. I was very happy. And from then, I never got less than A1 in any maths test. My friends even now ask me, how did you become so good in maths? I answer them. Practice and practice until you achieve what you want. I learned my other experience. I understood practice surely make it. When I first started with the cricket under 11 selection, I did not practice. I played miserably. It was not even selected. I felt very bad. But then, the next selection, I practiced harder and harder. Yes, I was made the captain of the team. Do you know why the Indian cricket team, not only Indian cricket team, practice before every match? Because they need to maintain their proficiency. Proficiency is needed in two cases. One, when you're not good at it, you need to maintain it. Two, when you're good at it, when you're practicing, people will start laughing at you if you're not good at it. They'll start teasing you. They'll create a mockery. That's the time we should never give up and chase our dreams. Practice, practice, and practice. This is the only way for success.
Yes. A very good evening to my esteemed guests, Toastmasters, fellow young leaders. Good evening. Life is like a bicycle. If you want to keep your balance, you have to keep moving. In your road, there will be pebbles, large boulders, or maybe even huge mountains. You must have the zeal and confidence to overcome all these challenges and move on. Life has its rhythm and swing. Sometimes life drags you down, but on the other, it takes you up. Life offers challenges to everyone. I too had once a challenge in my life. But the challenge for me to start believing in myself. Let me illustrate what I have just said. It all started back in 5th grade. I was the fastest runner in class. It was my pride and honor. Later, I had to leave my school due to my father's transfer. A new school, new friends, it was very exciting. But my pride got the better of me. And as soon as I entered the class, I challenged their fastest runner to a race. He agreed. Can you guess what happened next? I lost. By an unimaginable margin. I felt devastated. I lost trust in my capabilities. I lost trust in myself. I was in a confusion. But one day, I had a fortunate encounter with the fastest runner in my school. There he was, doing his usual practice. He's as fast as lightning. I did some research and found out that he was actually the most horrible athlete a few years ago. It surprised me how practicing could actually change your performance. The next day, I waited for him to finish his practice. I walked up to him and told him my situation. He laughed and patted me, saying, "Your potential isn't something you can unlock directly. You need to break the shell it resides in. The only way to do so is by working hard and pushing yourself to your limits." That day, I made up my mind. I practiced, and before I knew it, I was in the athletics team, went for nationals, participated in various events. However, I now had another obstacle in my way. Exams were just a month away. I was so caught up in these events, I forgot about it. I was in a dilemma. I panicked, but later I calmed myself down. And then I balanced my work, both as an athlete and as a student. I passed. Flying colors. It was a great achievement for me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you know why life is so beautiful? It's because of the success we are attaining, because of the sweet memories it gives you. But to obtain such luxuries, facing these challenges is inevitable. On the other hand, challenges aren't always unpleasant. You can challenge yourself to score better in a test, run faster than your friend, or try to learn something new. Such challenges can be very enjoyable. So why not give yourself a fun challenge today? Over to the chair.
Don't you think that Woodward gave a great speech? and the speech title is Always Follow Your Dreams. Now, may I call upon our young leader, Mitesh, with the views on our
Good morning to all. As Nikhil has mentioned, I am going to speak upon the topic, always follow your dreams. Dreams are not the stories that magically appear in your mind while you're sleeping. They are your hopes, targets, and your goals. You have to achieve them, not just think of them. They will not come to you. Now tell me, how many of you in this room have thought of something that you really, desperately want to do, but then thought, oh no, this is too difficult for me, I cannot do it. Well, you are wrong. Of course you can't do it if you don't try. Please listen to me. Go and try. That doesn't mean get up now. Please go and try after my speech, because then you'll have a lot more tips on how to do it. I'm going to share you all an incident that happened to me. I wanted to become a doctor, but I hated science. How is it possible? I was always getting bad marks in science, not paying attention in class and failing exams. Then eventually I gave up. One day my parents told me, becoming a doctor is your dream. Study for the end of your exams. I studied for science. Then when the teacher was announcing the results, I got full marks in science. I failed in all of the subjects. But that didn't matter to me. I was happy I got full marks in science. And of course I didn't become a doctor already. But I did create the base for it. Without creating the base, you cannot go further. Who knows Jeff Bezos in this room? He is the founder of Amazon. And his dream was to become the richest man in the world. Who's the richest man in the world? Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos, who's here, wanted to become richer than Bill Gates, who is here. And I don't know how many of you know this, but he did it. He became richer than Bill Gates for 6 hours. Of course, he went back down. That doesn't mean he stopped trying. And that doesn't mean he didn't fail before he accomplished his goal. So this also means that you can fail a lot of times before you success. Remember that your failure is your first step to your success. Before I conclude my speech, I'm going to tell you one story about Dubai, which is true, that really inspires me. Everyone knows Dubai, right? Yes. But do you know the king of Dubai? Yes. His name is Mohammed bin Rashid. His father, Rashid bin, wanted to make Dubai a sightseeing spot because there was no other way for Dubai to get money. But at that time back then, Dubai was just a desert, sand with cactuses growing in it. How is it possible? Well, it is possible. But to make Dubai a sightseeing spot, he needed infrastructure, security, sightseeing spots, big skyscrapers, all these things. And he did it. Of course, you all should know if you've been to Dubai. But he didn't do it himself. When he died, his son followed his father's dream and made Dubai into what it is today, with the largest skyscraper in the whole world. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to follow your ancestors' dreams or your mother's dreams, your father's dreams. No, you don't have to do this. But I'm just telling you, if you follow your dream, this is what the result can be. And the result can be even way better than this if you focus on it. Dear parents, organizers, distinguished guests, and fellow young leaders, always remember to follow your heart wherever it takes you. But don't forget to take your brain along with you. Over to the chair. She got well prepared and she got ready to write her exam at 9 o'clock. But unfortunately, there was so much of traffic on the road that she reached 3 minutes late to the exam hall. The invigilator did not allow her to write the exam as she was late. She pleaded, she requested, she finally fell on her legs, but the invigilator said a strict no. She wasted a whole year of MSET just because of 3 minutes. She was none other than my cousin. Not only her, but I also realized the value of time after she told me her story. Just because of her, I know the value of time today and I'm one of the most punctual child in my class. Toastmasters, mentors, fellow young leaders, and my dear guests, very good evening.
Good evening.
How many of you value your time? So, I do it awfully. So here's a quote to make you realize how valuable time is. To realize the value of 1 year, ask a student who failed a grade. To realize the value of 1 month, ask a mother who gave birth to a premature child. To realize the value of 1 day, ask a person who was born on 29th February. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask those lovers who are waiting to meet. To realize the value of 1 minute, ask a person who just missed their train. To realize the value of 1 second, ask a person who just avoided an accident. To realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask an Olympic player who won a silver medal. These examples prove how valuable time is. No matter what happens, nobody will be able to stop time. Once time is gone, you can never get it back. Here is one of my personal experience. Me and my father used to sit together to complete my maths practice. I used to get fed up of maths. I used to never have interest. I used to instead feel sleepy while doing maths. As I was very hatred to maths, I used to hate it. But after a few days, my dad sat with me and made me understand all the doubts I had and made me get interest in maths. In my recent exams, I scored well. If my father would not have spent his valuable time with me, I would not get interest in maths and I would not score well in maths. Just because of him, I scored well in my exam. How many of you spend your time with your loved ones? No one? How many of you spend your time with your lovely children like me? Okay. Always remember, the best gift you can give someone is your time. Always remember, your family and your friends are one of the best parts of your life. Enjoy with them. Give up some of your time to them as they give you a lot of happiness and joy. May it be the US President or may it be the rich traveler. Time is very precious for everyone. 24 hours is the time given to anyone. May it be the Indian President or me as a student or you as an audience. Everyone has only 24 hours. Success and failure depend on how you utilize these 24 hours which are in your hand. Who are not become successful here? So, if you want to become successful, you got to use these 24 hours which are in your hands. If you don't utilize them, this is going to end up in failure. But don't get discouraged by it because you should take them as stepping stones of success. Last but not the least, now if I exceed my speech beyond 5 and 15 seconds, I will be disqualified. As I know the value of time, back to the chair.
That was an amazing speech said by our young leader last year, sir. So let us show our appreciation. I am sure that all of them enjoyed our speaker's speeches. Yes. Now, may I call upon our young leader Dory to read out the timer's report.
The time taken by Today, I welcome the speakers for the table topic speeches. In table topics, the topics will be given on the spot and the speakers are given 10 seconds to think and then they will give the speech on the given topic. The first speaker, she's a 14-year-old girl studying in 10th grade from Indian School, Muscat. Her hobbies are singing and writing poems. So join me to welcome our young leader, Rudy. Table topic speaker, your topic is, if you are allowed to choose a gift for yourself, what would that be and why? I repeat, if you are allowed to choose a gift for yourself, what would that be and why?
Good evening, respected Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my fellow young viewers. Good evening. If I would get an option to choose the best gift that I have to get, then I would definitely choose the option to go to my picnic again that I had recently gone. I study in 10th standard, and you know how tough 10th standard goes, right? It's board exams, and the paper comes from Delhi. Imagine the situation. And I have exam after every 15 days, and every day I have a class test, and I have to study every day. The situation is like this. So, unfortunately or maybe fortunately, we have an option of going to a class picnic that I recently got. I went on November 3rd, and it was a class picnic, and we had to take our teacher along. That was compulsory. And it was the best. Picnic with your friends around you is the best. And I would love to get that one day. It was only for a few hours though, but that one day is very precious for me. That one day is very memorable. And I wish I could get that again. And my best gift will be, okay, 20-25 picnics. Okay, let's make it only 20. Let's be fair. 20 picnics, and only 4 months, I believe. And the 4 months, I would love to finish those 20 picnics without my class teacher this time. Over the chair.
Thank you, Rudy. Please put your hands together again for a good presentation. Now, our second speaker studies in grade 7 in Indian School Al-Kabir. His hobbies are playing table tennis, reading books, and playing online games. He is inspired by Bill Gates. Coming to his ambition, as he will think about it later when he grows up. So let's welcome our young leader, Bhargav. Table topic speaker, your topic is, which great person would you like to meet and why? I repeat, which great person would you like to meet and why?
Good evening, respected Toastmasters, parents, organizers, and my fellow young leaders.
Good evening.
If I were given a chance to meet a great person, it would obviously be the former United States President, Barack Obama. He is a great person. He has done many contributions to the United Nations President and has given one of the most famous speeches in the world. Barack Obama and his wife both have created many health organizations around the world, around the United States, and have helped many poor people and other poor people to help with their health positions. Back to the chair.
Thank you, Bhargav. Please join me in another round of applause for Now, our third speaker studies in class 6 in Indian School Master. His hobbies are playing and watching cricket. A warm welcome to our young leader Saisha. Table topic speaker. Your topic is, do you think hobbies are required and why? I repeat, do you think hobbies are required and why?
A very good evening, respected Toastmasters, guests, and my fellow young leaders.
Good evening.
So today I have got the topic, hobbies are required and why. Yes, I feel hobbies are required because you can do them whenever you are bored. So hobbies is the one which you like the most. Like my hobby is playing cricket and watching cricket. I do them when I am bored or even when my parents tell me to study. Because I do hate studying. I try to ignore studying. But my parents often tell me to make studying your hobby. But still I don't want to do that. But I do that also because of my bad luck. So hobbies are required when you are bored, when you want to do something, when you don't have anything to do. And hobbies are mainly required like when you want to do something. If anyone asks you what your hobby, you have to answer it. For that also hobbies are required.
Now, our fourth speaker and the last speaker. She studies in grade 7 in Indian School Al-Gupra. Her life ambition is to become a doctor. Her hobbies are dancing, singing, and reading books. Her favorite sports are badminton, throwball, and chess. I welcome our young leader Moksha Sri. Table topic speaker. Your topic is, what kind of music do you like and why? I repeat, what kind of music do you like and why?
Good evening, respected Toastmasters, young leaders, distinguished guests, and parents. So today, I'm going to speak on the topic, which kind of music I like and why. I like music, that is one thing. And I like calm music the most. I like calm music because you can hear it you can hear it to sleep. And sleeping is one of my hobby which she hasn't mentioned yet. I hear calm music even when I get bored of studying because I can calm myself. When I am angry, when I fight with my brother, I hear calm music to still calm myself. Well, when there is calm in music, why not calm myself down? So I love calm music, and these are the reasons why I like calm music. Over to the chair.
Thank you, Mokshasri. Please put your hands together for her good presentation. Now, I call upon the timer, a young leader, Dolly, to give the timing report.
The time taken by the speaker is as follows. Rudy, 1 minute 39 seconds. Bhargav, 1 minute 35 seconds. Sai Vishal, 1 minute 16 seconds. And Moksha, 1 minute 4 seconds. Back to the chair.
Thank you, Dolly. Now, I hand over the podium to our young leader, Shreyans.
Good morning, respected mentors, organizers, parents, and dear young leaders. It is my privilege to take you all through our evaluation segment. Evaluation is a feedback on speeches given by the speakers. So we have 4 evaluators to evaluate the 4 speakers. Our first evaluator is 11 years old and is a 6th grade in ISM. His hobbies are playing, reading, and drawing. His favorite sports are badminton, table tennis, and chess. His ambition is to become a doctor. Please join me in welcoming young leader Sri Vallabh.
Good evening, respected judges, fellow young leaders, and my dear speaker. First of all, I would like to congratulate the speaker for giving such a wonderful speech. Your topic, practice makes a man perfect, was really good. Let us give another big round of applause for his speech. Your speech was in a sequential manner, the proper opening, body, and a conclusion. You asked some questions in which you attracted the audience. Your vocabulary was good, which made your speech more understandable. Your voice modulation was good. You spoke pretty loudly. You were humorous too, in which your speech was interesting. But having said all this, if you could pay attention to the following aspects, I think you would become an international speaker. First, a technique to improve your opening is that you could start your speech by saying a quote. Second, you could use the podium more. Third, your eye contact. I felt that you concentrated only in the center and you could have seen to your left and to your right. It wouldn't be difficult for such a speaker like you to correct them. And I believe that one day I will see you as an international speaker. And I'm sure that you will make me, as your evaluator, feel proud. Over to the chair.
Thank you, Sri Vallabh. Please put your hands together once more for his helpful evaluation. Our second evaluator is 11 years old. He is in grade 6 in Indian School Dasiet and he aspires to become a doctor. Let us extend a warm welcome to young leader Vihan. Good luck.
A speaker should approach his preparation not by what he wants to say, but by what he wants to learn. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow young leaders, fearless audience, and fearful speaker. Today, I am going to evaluate Rugved's speech. Before I start my evaluation, first give him a round of applause. Wow, what a wonderful speech, Rugved. Your speech was well prepared. Your voice was loud and clear enough. Your speech had a definite opening, body and conclusion. Your eye contact was also good. You were confident. Young leader Rugved, what I liked about your speech is, number one, your pauses were very good. While I was fearfully writing my notes, your pauses helped me to absorb your matter better. Secondly, your pronunciation of the English words coupled with the powerful voice helped me to absorb your speech better. And thirdly, what I liked about your speech is you added value to me. So thank you for adding value in my life. Young leader Rukved, the suggestions to follow and make you a better speaker is, number one, in some places your voice was low, so please be audible. Number two, you could have used the podium a bit more. You explained us how life is a challenge. You threw a personal story in your speech and it was interesting too. Over to the chair.
Thank you, Vihan. Let us show appreciation to him with a big round of applause for his good evaluation. Our third evaluator is in grade 8 in ISG. Her hobbies are playing badminton and basketball. She also likes singing, dancing, and photography. She too wishes to become a doctor. My, there are already 3 doctors here. So let us give a warm welcome to this future doctor, young leader Ashita, and then maybe she'll give us free medical service. My God, this thing I hate.
Good evening, distinguished guests, Toastmasters, and fellow young leaders.
Good evening.
Today, I'm here to evaluate Jwitesh's speech, which was always follow your dreams. So, did you all like Jwitesh's speech?
Yes.
So let us give a big round of applause to the speaker. Young leader Jwitesh, your speech was wonderful and it was also pretty humorous. Your incident was interesting. The weight of vocabulary in your speech was wonderful, but you can always improve on it to make it better. You were loud and clear. I would like to suggest some areas of improvements for you. I think you went a little fast. I think your conclusion can be a little more stronger. I suggest you to improve on your expressions and eye contact. I suggest you to use some more gestures. I suggest you to use your podium better. I would recommend you to practice your speech in front of the mirror a few times, as more rehearsals will give you more confidence. You kept us glued throughout your speech. All the best for your next speech. Over to the chair.
Thank you, Ashita. One more round of applause for a good evaluation. Our last evaluator is in grade 6. He likes playing cricket and attends for cricket coaching. He also enjoys chess and reading books. Please welcome young leader Supreet.
Confucius said that the man who carries a mountain first carries small stones. I like. Let's go step by step through exercise speech on the topic, practice makes a man change. Time is precious. Good evening, helping mentors, caring parents, and daring young leaders. First, let's go through your general observations. Your speech
was a message conveying speech. You are very well prepared and you were very natural. And your personal life instance acted like emotions glues and interacted the audience. And you grabbed the attention of the audience in the opening, which is the main point. Now, I will mention what I felt. I liked your confidence. You walked on the stage with an air of confidence, and you stood at the place where you decided and viewed where you were going to start and started the first word. And from the first word till the end, I was completely interacted in your speech. I have some suggestions to bring your speech to the next level. You should improve in the areas of rate and speed. Don't think it's the rate of Apple iPhone, it's the rate of words. I felt you told a lot of matter in 4 minutes 17 seconds, and you are a bit fast because you are fluent. Get more interacted. In summation, please note down what I like this, your confidence, and my suggestions to improve your speech is rate and speed and humor. They both said never let anyone out prepare you, and you're following it and keep it up. All the best for your next speech, and over to the chair.
Thank you, Supreet. Please join me in giving him another round of applause for his helpful evaluation. I hope the speakers have noted the suggestions given by the evaluators. Now I call upon young leader Dolly to give the timing report.
The time taken by the evaluators are as follows. Vallabh, 2 minutes. Vihan, 1 minute 38 seconds. Ashita, 1 minute 21 seconds. Supreet, 1 minute 37 seconds. Back to the chair.
Now I hand over the podium to young leader Saushik for his feedback speech.
Good evening, respected audience, Toastmasters, and my fellow young leaders. I'm standing in front of you to give a feedback speech on Toastmasters or YLP. On YLP, it's a very good experience. I'm happy to be a part of it. It helped me a lot on public speaking. Because YLP, I can stand in front of you and speak without confidence. Or I could not speak even one word. In YLP, I learned how to use gestures, and it was a wonderful time. So 8 weeks. I tried to be a good public speaker in our country. Before joining YLP in my class, I was afraid to speak in front of my class. And now when I joined YLP, as I'm standing in front of you, of speaking with confidence. If you didn't join Toastmasters, join next year. Trust me, audience, you can help you a lot to be a true speaker and a successful confidence. Over to a young leader.
Good morning to respected Toastmasters. Good evening, respected Toastmasters, fellow leaders, distinguished guests. Today, I'm going to give a confidence speech on feedback. Do everybody get scared over here while speaking on a stage or a business class? So, Toastmasters or Youth Leadership Program is perfect for you guys. Toastmasters is for adults or business people who want to learn public speaking, and Youth Leadership Program, also known as YLP, is for children children who are aged about 10. Let's leave that and let's get into my. It helped me how to become a true public speaker. Also helped in speaking, listening, evaluating, table topic speaking, etc. Before going to Toastmasters, I was nervous, scared to speak in front of audience. I could not go for any speaking competitions at my school. But when my parents recommended me to go to Youth Leadership Program 2017, when I joined YLP and now speaking with you is confident speaking with, I will even suggest you to go to Youth Leadership Program 2018. For many speaking competitions at my school, I try to become a successful speaker in our country, India. YLP can help you too. Over to young leader Sarthak.
Good evening, one and all. Do I look confident enough to deliver this feedback speech today? Then I have only and only YLP to thank for this transformation. YLP has increased my self-confidence in speaking before the audience and has helped me in overcoming my nervousness and fear of public speaking. It has enhanced my speaking skills and ability to offer useful advice to my fellow speakers. It has also taught me to have a good connection with the audience. From the first day till the last, it has provided me various educative sessions on topics such as organizing your speech, gestures, voice, use of appropriate vocabulary, and so on. It has from the first day till the last. In this program, everybody got a chance to be a role player for each and every session, and everybody had a major role in this program's success. I'm most candid when I say that standing up here at this podium and delivering this feedback speech would not have been possible without this enriching YLP program. Over to young leader Vivek. Over to young leader Vivek.
Very warm evening to mentors, guests, organizers, parents, and fellow young leaders. Today, I, feedbacker Saivik, want to share my experience of 8 sessions in YLP, Youth Leadership Program. I have experienced many things, and I have also learned many things like doing work on time, leadership skills, stage fear. I learned how to show justice, handing over the podium to Ma'am Toastmaster Janki Raghavan.
Thank you, Vivek. A very warm good evening to one and all. Dear audience, I'm sure you would all agree with me today that our young leaders have come up with a brilliant show, don't you all? So how do we show our appreciation? Thank you. I think the parents have also become fast learners. You've taken the cue from the young leaders and you've started learning to applaud. Young leaders, I really would love to congratulate you, and it's been extremely fulfilling, very rewarding to see you all put up such a wonderful performance. And here when I say I think I'm echoing the feelings and the opinions of all the mentors here. This is our collective opinion, and we really did not expect you people to come up with such a brilliant show. So this is congratulations to all of you once again. Because I remember In the very initial sessions, probably the first session or when we were having our orientation session, most of you were tongue-tied and you could hardly articulate anything. Most of you just mumbled a couple of words, which at least was not audible to me. But today, to see you all transformed into such confident youngsters who could come and face an audience so well, I think we all really feel extremely happy as mentors. It's been very rewarding, and I'm sure all of you too have found this a very, very useful learning experience. Haven't you all? This 8 weeks for us as mentors has been indeed a memorable experience. We have seen so many of you and we have learned a lot with you all. Now, there are two things that I just want to mention. Yes, there are times when we may have been severe with you. Even our convener was mentioning that we were admonishing you. But I think, firstly, what we need to understand is you're all training to be young leaders. And no one ever told you that being a leader is an easy job. Did anyone say that? Yes. So this was a platform where you learn to brace against challenges, where you learn to take up criticism in its right spirit, and you learn to overcome whatever challenges you faced. And secondly, I think you would understand that when we were being a little severe with you, it never came out of any bias or any prejudice. It is just that we wanted to see you evolve and we wanted to see you being successful here on this stage today. So I'm sure even our convener would now agree as to why we had to be a little severe with all of you today through all these 8 sessions. Now, before I go ahead with the way ahead for these young leaders, there is something that I would like to share with the parents. Dear parents, I would request all of you to be very supportive of your child's dreams, aspirations, and ambitions. Please do not impose your own wills, your own desires, and make him or her do what you wanted to do. Please allow them to blossom their own way, and surely you will see how successful they emerge in their own chosen fields. So please be there to support them and to encourage them through their journey into becoming adults who fit into this society and who make a deep impact in this society. Now, young leaders, the way forward for all of you to become good communicators as well as good leaders, it does not stop with this 8-week program. Please do not think that this is the be-all and end-all. This is just the first baby step towards becoming better communicators and becoming better leaders. What we would suggest as mentors is that all of you go and enroll in gavel clubs. If you are not already a gavelier, parents, please, all of you also make note of it. Please enroll in gavel clubs and keep continuing to hone your leadership and communication skills there. I think all your schools have gavel clubs, and if you do not have gavel clubs in your schools, there are independent gavel clubs. And also try to enroll in other YLPs. There would be some YLPs coming up. Do try to enroll there and make sure that you always continue practicing these skills that you have learned in these 8 weeks. Otherwise, by tomorrow, within next week, they will all be forgotten. And I'm sure you would not want that to happen after all the hard work that you have put in. So I think this is just wishing you all the very, very best in everything that you do. Give your 100% to everything that you do, and you will be where you want to go. The stars are within your reach, and you can do it. So wishing you all the very best. By the timer that we are a little ahead of the schedule, so I'm very glad about this because we get an opportunity to do something that we've always wanted to do. I would like to invite one father and one mother to come here and please give your inputs or your opinions or your feedback about how you've seen your child grow through these 8 weeks. Has it been useful? Just one father and one mother.
Good evening, all. Good evening. First, I would like to thank Janaki. She is the one who introduced, this topic to me, this concept. So she is the one who encouraged me to participate my child in this YLP. This this is the first time my son is participating in YLP, and he was nervous first because this is the first time. He never ever participated in any public speaking. When I told him about Janki also, I showed her some of the speeches to him. Then he was very inspired and he thought he agreed to participate in YLP, and it really helped him a lot. Not only him, me also. See, now I am very afraid of, I have stage fear actually. Now I lost that because of I never ever expected that I would come on this stage and talk in front of you all. It's because of this YLP. I really am glad to say that. Please parents, if you know any friends or friends, you just inform them and encourage them to participate in this YLP. And please encourage your children to utilize this platform and just make them become a future leaders. Really, I'm very thankful to you all.
Now we go ahead with the Mana TKS Toastmasters session. So to take you forward, may I welcome Madam Toastmaster Srividya. Please put your hands together and a huge round of applause for Madam Toastmaster Srividya.
Respected dignitaries of today's event, honorable guests, dear parents, young leaders, and fellow Toastmasters. Good evening. I'm Srividya Rao. It's my immense pleasure and proud privilege to take you through the installation ceremony and felicitations of today's evening. It's always great to celebrate milestones. And on behalf of Mana TKS Toastmasters, I would like to take this opportunity. On behalf of Mana TKS Toastmasters, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate our Divisional Director, Madam Toastmaster Subhashini, for achieving a milestone by receiving the most prestigious award, Distinguished Toastmaster Award. Today, congratulations, Madam. And after listening to these brilliant speakers, I wanted to become a young leader. Because I can become young again, without any cosmetics. Secondly, it is a great learning opportunity. So, when will be the fourth season of YLP, ma'am? Can I get enrolled in that program? But why? Ma'am, I'm just 16 plus 16. So that makes me double eligible, right? Then I must come with a plan B. But I don't have a plan B now, so let me think about it. And moving on to our session today, keeping the jokes apart, I'm just a piece of clay. Many hands were at play, molded me into what I am today. In our life, we all have such great teachers and mentors who inspires us, who ignites our imagination and helps us reach new heights. Our mentors have spent incredible time, energy, and effort in molding these young leaders into such brilliant speakers. It is our responsibility to show our gratitude and respect. Do you agree? So, how do we show our gratitude? That's not enough. I don't agree. Shall we all give a standing ovation to them? Please. To Toastmaster Prasad, Toastmaster Karunakaran, Madam Toastmaster Janaki Raghavan, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwar Rao, Toastmaster Prasad S. Chetluri. And say, thank you, mentors. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We are indebted to you. Thank you. And speaking of fantabulous, we have a fantabulous president. Toastmaster Venugopal, president of Mana TKS Toastmasters. May I now request Toastmaster Venugopal to deliver his valuable message. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Venugopal.
Good evening, guests. My dear young leaders and parents, and special good evening to our distinguished Toastmaster Subhashini and Toastmaster Prakash Nair and Mr. Jayanti, Indian School SEEP's president. Because first of all, I would like to take a privilege to congratulate Madam Toastmaster Subhashini for securing her distinguished Toastmaster grade, which is the highest grade in Toastmastering. And the Mana TKS Toastmaster Club is very happy to say that we are the first club to announce this in such an open event, because just today afternoon only she secured the DTM. And coming to our young leaders, what a fantabulous. We are delighted to hear such a kind of wonderful speeches from you. And we are indeed happy, and from the bottom of our heart, we wish you all the best for your bright future. And coming to the mentors, I would like to say one thing, because if I get an office call at 9 o'clock in the night, at 10 o'clock in the night, we won't lift, because office is paying us. We are here because the company is there. But the mentors are responding even at 10:30 if I drop a message. What a wonderful service. What a wonderful service. So we are very happy that we found such a great mentors. And not only for this, they are supporting even our Toastmasters also. And coming to that next, that for the support given by the ISC Telugu wing, the TKS, for continued support for the YLPs. This is the third season, and it's a great initiative, and we are very happy to see that. And coming to that, children are very eager in learning, and they can cope up very well, because in 8 sessions we can see the change. But somehow the elders are not like that, because our learning skills will reduce as we grow up. But we face a continuous struggle in day-to-day life, even in professional life, personal life, because lack of improper communication and leadership skills. And there the Toastmasters came in a limelight. With a great initiative from the TKS, the Mana TKS Toastmasters has been formed in the 2016 February 26th. And we are very happy that our 21 like-minded Toastmasters has become a chartered members of that club. Since the evolution of the club, we achieved several goals. Being a novice club, we have achieved the best rank in the TMI, and many of our Toastmasters has completed their competent communication manuals and become a competent communicators. And one of our Toastmasters has represented in DTAC from Mana TKS for a humorous contest category. I mean, this is the first time in Oman for a novice club participated in a DTAC. It's a wonderful achievement. And to continue that, the next year, so far from our club, we have produced about 4 competent communicators and 2 competent leaders. And we secured a good ranking in TMI, which is 6 out of 10 DCP points. And now we are aiming for 10 out of 10 DCP points, which is the best. And we are sure that we will achieve, and we are working towards that. And we believe that Mana TKS Toastmaster has a very bright future and a bright whatever is a bright limelight, whatever it may be. And because we believe in tomorrow belongs to those who prepared it for today. So that's the reason. So with that, I would like to hand over the podium to Madam Toastmaster Srividya. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venugopal, for such a wonderful message. Can we have a round of applause for him? Thank you. Fantabulous audience, really. Do you know we have President Obama here? Not exactly President Obama, but like President Obama, he is Mr. Cool. The coolest Toastmaster and our past president, Toastmaster Srinath Diktakavi. Just like the past president of US, our past president is the coolest Toastmaster I have ever known. May I now request him to address the gathering once.
Good evening, Toastmasters and esteemed guests. A warm welcome to the installation ceremony of TKS. Warm doesn't mean it's because of laser, because of all your presence. Now coming back to the Toastmaster Club as such, our president, Venu, already explained how it is brought up. But as a past president, to share my experience, I would like to say I'm like a parent to a child. This club is only a 1-year-old club. Just now, like our president told, 2016 we started. So what we do when we see our child, first thing, they will start scrolling. We feel so happy. Then they will try to stand. Slowly they will start walking. As a past president for TKS club, I would like to share that this club is like my son Srilohi. It's also a child for me. I saw till now how it is crawled, how it is standard. Like Madam Toastmaster Mansab, when she represented the DTAC, that day I felt we are no more standing, we have started running. So this is the what achievement we did in the 1-year journey. In the journey, we have taken so many pains. Of course, there is a gain. But point one to do, I also have a very good news to share with you. But before going to that one, we can get to installation ceremony today. I want to give a small suggestion to new club officers. In a simplistic way, dear new club officers, the path chosen will be interesting, so challenging, only when you show your commitment. Of course, end of the day, this is a skill development through serving the club. I would like to say 2 points to be noted. We take pain for everyone to gain. We do compromise our personal life as our family grows bigger and bigger like this whole. So these are the 2 key points every club officer should keep in your mind. And to conclude, as I told, I have a good news to share. But to share that good news, I would like to request our Divisional Director, DTM Subhashini, to be here on the stage, and along with our Founder President, Toastmaster Anil Garu, to be here, and accompanying by our current President, Venu.
A very good evening, each and every one of you. This might look like a plain ribbon, but the pride in this ribbon, the other way. This is a recognition from Toastmasters International to Mana TK Toastmasters for being a select, distinguished club for their achievement in the first year of their inception itself. Dear guest, it says, feathers on a hat. Similarly, this ribbon will be a jewel for the banner of Mana TK Toastmasters, and it always gives you the encouragement. This is what we achieved in our first year itself. Mana TK, they have a long way to go, and already they showed they are blessed with valuable Toastmasters. And today, the parents of YLP, I request you all to be a part of this Mana TK Toastmasters, because you all can go on a long journey with Mana TK Toastmasters. Thank you.
With this, I want to conclude my speech. I don't want to get bored. So, back to the Srivijaya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srinath.
A small thing, even though it looks like a ribbon, but it's very heavy, because he's given a target that next time I should get a next high level ribbon, and that's why it's very heavy. Thank you, Toastmaster Srinath.
So, have you ever wondered what happened during those 8 weeks of rigorous training? What happened exactly inside those classrooms during YLP? Shall we catch a glimpse of that? Yes, let's catch a glimpse of that. AV on YLP, please. Toastmaster Chaitanya for such a wonderful video. Shall we see another video? It's like sitting in a movie theater, right? You like movies? Yes. So, shall we catch a glimpse of our Mana TKS Toastmaster sessions as well?
There's a place that's near to conquer death and fear and give a toast to all the folks you know. Here's to the people who speak with confidence, Toastmaster people who strive for excellence. Here's to the people with visions to pursue. Here's to all of you now. May your dreams come true. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step on roads that take you where you want to go. With leadership and skill, you'll climb the highest hill and join in toasting all of those you know. Here's to the people who speak with confidence, Toastmaster people who strive for excellence. Here's to the people with visions to pursue. Here's to all of you now. May your dreams come true. Here's to all of you now. May your dreams come
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Srividya. Sorry, thank me, Madam Toastmaster Srividya, for such a beautiful video. Well, we have a contest season coming up, and I came up with a unique strategy regarding how to win table topics. I thought our mentors are here, and senior Toastmasters are also here. So I thought, let me take some feedback from them. So to win these table topics, I just marked up few lines, and I thought I'll use my creativity to connect it to the table topic, no matter what it is. So, if the table topic is, what you will do if you are lost in a dense forest? I'm thinking to start something like this. We went on an adventurous trip, and I was lost in a dense and dark forest. Without a compass, without a map, I started feeling anxious. The darker it is getting, the darker are my fears. Then I started thinking like a cow. Yes, you heard me. I started thinking like a cow. Because cow is a good animal. It has 4 legs and a tail. It eats grass but gives milk. How wonderful is that? So no matter what the table topic it is given to me, I thought of connecting it to cow. Or if somebody asks me, or if the table topic is, what is your favorite vacation? Yeah, during childhood, my mother took me to North Indian tour. We visited Amritsar, Jaipur, and then we went to see this Taj Mahal. Such a huge, magnificent monument made of marble. But to my surprise, there are no cows there. Cow is a good animal. It has 4 legs and a tail. It eats grass but gives milk. How wonderful is that? Now, dear mentors, is my strategy going to work? Yeah, if the topic is cow, I'm sure I'm going to win it, right? Well, jokes apart, now let's move on with the installation ceremony of Mana TKS Toastmasters. May I now request our area director, Toastmaster Prakash Nair, to please come on to the stage to officiate the installation ceremony. Toastmaster Prakash Nair is currently working with OTE, and he is the winner of many humorous contests. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Prakash Nair. May I now request our past club officers to the stage, please, to discharge their duties. I now request our area director to speak a few words.
Division Director, Founder President of Mana TKS Toastmasters, dear parents, my dear friends, and young talents. YLP is an act of taking additional responsibility to unveil one's potential. Here today, the young talents and their mentors and the parents have shown a wonderful show towards this. Please join me to felicitate all of them with a big round of applause. Unlike you, I was very reluctant to take additional responsibilities. It continued until I joined the Toastmasters Club. Few years back, that time I was not a Toastmaster, my manager called me to his cabin to discuss about some business requirements. It was not like an appraisal, annual appraisal, where I get a lot of negative feedbacks about my work. He said, like an evaluator in club meetings, he said a lot of positive feedback about me, and some of them were not fit for me. Finally, he come to the point. I was going to give additional responsibility of taking some business reports every day after office hours. I need to stay back for a few hours to complete it. As a potential reluctant, immediately asked, if you can give me in writing that next year I will get a promotion, I can do it. He asked me, by writing? Let me try. He surprised me next day. He gave me in writing a warning letter stating misbehavior towards the line manager. That day I understood growth ensures no monetary benefits or promotion. But when we take some additional responsibility, the growth is something like unveiling our potential and focusing on what for we are best. So here today, Mana TKS Toastmasters have taken up various leadership roles, and we are going to move on to the installation ceremony for them. Now I would request the outgoing club officers to kindly stand.
May I request Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan, Sergeant at Arms, Madam Toastmaster Bhavana, Secretary, Toastmaster Kashinath, Treasurer, Toastmaster Venugopal, Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Sandhya, Vice President Membership, Madam Toastmaster Manasa, Vice President Education, Toastmaster Srinath Dittukavi, President. These are our past club officers. I request them to come on to the stage to discharge their duties.
Dear leaders, I appreciate and thank you for all your hard work and dedicated work. You had a successful year and you should be very proud. Now, You are discharged from all further duties and responsibilities of your office. Please join me to felicitate the outgoing officers with a big round of applause. Now I would request all the new officers to come. New officers kindly to stand.
May I now request the club officers for this term, Toastmaster Venugopal, Toastmaster Kasinath, Toastmaster Haribabu, Madam Toastmaster Sandhya, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan, and Madam Toastmaster Srividya to please come on to the stage. Toastmaster Chaitanya also onto the stage, please.
As I call your name, please come up and stand in order. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Hari Babu. Treasurer, Madam Toastmaster Sandhya Shri. Secretary, Madam Toastmaster Sri Vidya. VP Public Relations, Toastmaster Chaitanya. VP Membership, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. VP Education, Toastmaster Kashinath. And President, Toastmaster Venugopal. Immediate past President, Toastmaster Srinath Dittagavi. I am here to install the officers of Mana TKS Toastmasters Club and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective inputs are requested to make this club strong and dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and think creatively. I will ask each officer to hold the gavel as a symbol of leadership as I briefly describe the challenges he or she must meet and responsibilities he or she must fulfill. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Hari Babu. You are responsible for setting the stage for the meetings. Your duties include securing a room for the meeting, maintaining club equipment, arranging the room before the meetings, and greeting members and guests. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Treasurer, Madam Toastmaster Sandhya Shri. Your responsibility is to collect and send semi-annual dues, work with the VP of membership to follow up on members who don't pay the dues, and keep good financial records for the club. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? Secretary, Madam Toastmaster Sri Vidya. You are responsible for maintaining an accurate club roster, mailing the club officer list to the world headquarters, and handling general club correspondence. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? VP of Public Relations, Toastmaster Chaitanya. Your job is to promote the club to the local media and potential guests, to welcome guests when they arrive, and to support other membership programs. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? VP Membership, your job is to conduct an ongoing membership program and to promote the membership. That will promote the membership goals of this club. You should follow up on guests and help retain current members. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? VP Education, Toastmaster Kashinath. You are responsible for planning successful club meetings so that each member has the opportunity to achieve his or her educational goals. You are the second highest ranking club officer and will preside at club meetings in the absence of the club president. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? Toastmaster Venugopal. You have been elected to the president of Mana TKS Toastmasters Club. You are its chief executive officer and will be expected to preside all club meetings and at all meetings of your executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It is also your challenge to see that the club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to meet their goals. Please accept this gavel as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to the office. Will you, as a president, accept these challenges and perform your duties to the best of your abilities? Please give a big round of applause to all the officers. Now may I request the Division Director, DTM Subhashini, to be on stage, please.
DTM Subhashini is our Division Director of Division C. We are glad to have you today, ma'am. Can I get a beautiful flower bouquet for a beautiful lady? She is a great dancer too. Two beautiful ladies, right? Thank you.
Now we will present the pin to the new officers. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Hari Babu, Treasurer Madam Toastmaster Sandhya Shri, Secretary Madam Toastmaster Shri Vidya, VP Public Relations Toastmaster Chaitanya, VP Membership Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, VP Education Toastmaster Kashinath, and the pin for the president will be presented by the immediate past president Toastmaster Srinath Dichagavi to Toastmaster Venugopal. Can I request the audience also kindly stand? The growth and development of the Toastmasters program depends largely upon the actions of this group. On your honor, as men and women of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club and work with it throughout the coming year? Thank you. I wish Mana TKS Toastmasters Club, its leaders and members a fruitful Toastmaster year ahead. May Mana TKS Toastmasters be one of the President's distinguished club in Area 11. Over to you.
I now request our Divisional Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Shubhashini, to address the gathering once.
Social networking is a beautiful weapon. Do you agree with me? Yes. Today morning, I received a WhatsApp message. It says, you got a flourish to nourish. No, the other way. You got to nourish to flourish. You got to nourish to flourish. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my dear young leaders, you got to nourish to flourish. I thought this is the right moment to share that thought because we are lively experience the meaning of that statement. You got to nourish to flourish. Fellow Toastmasters, the mentors and the leaders of Mana TK Toastmasters Club have spent immense time and effort to flourish these young leaders. Give a big round of applause. Today, you all have witnessed how confidently your children have come up on the stage and talk. Do you know, majority of people have the fear of public speaking than of fear for the snakes? Yes, it is. These children are uncut diamonds. You all are blessed to have diamonds. And the mentors of Mana TK Toastmasters, they are carving, shaping, molding your children because they know the value of communication and leadership skills. Your young children, about 10, 12 years old, will be citizens in this community or in India or in anywhere. what matters most for them is not the educational qualification, because all can receive BSc, MBA, PhD, anything, as long as they have the desire to learn. But from where can they learn the communication and leadership skills? This is the right platform. Dear parents, Mana TK Toastmasters is blessed with impeccable speakers who have represented area, division and district level. Toastmaster Prasad, Toastmaster Madam Toastmaster Janaki, Madam Toastmaster Manasa, you being Toastmasters who achieved in speaking, do you believe when these children grow up after about 10-15 years, and if they are to compete with you, we are nowhere? Because mainly they got the right foundation from these mentors. And we being the teachers, mentors, we are the happiest person on earth to see the success of your children, our children, because children are the blessing of any community. So as the division director for Division C, I congratulate each and every participant of YLP and also the proud parent who have witnessed the confidence level of your children. And I do not have any more words to appreciate the noble services provided by the Mana TK Toastmasters. Please. So I urge each and every one of you, practice, practice, practice all the skills you learned, because practice makes it, not only men, the women too. Practice makes everybody perfect. So fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, dear parents, wishing you a very happy weekend. Thank you very much and good luck all of you.
May I request you to spend some more time with us to felicitate our young leaders. It's always great to celebrate milestones. Some of our Toastmasters today have achieved an important milestone by completing 10 speeches from the Competent Communicator Manual. May I request Toastmaster Chaitanya, Madam Toastmaster Sandhya Sri, Toastmaster Venkatesh Kulkarni, and Madam Toastmaster Srividya onto the stage, please. I request Distinguished Toastmaster Subhashini to do the honors, please. Toastmaster Chaitanya, Madam Toastmaster Sandhya, Toastmaster Venkatesh Kulkarni, and Madam Toastmaster Srividya. Now, the most awaited session of today's event, right? Felicitations to our young leaders, the proud moment for all parents here, right? Are you waiting for that? Yes, let's go for it.
May I request Toastmaster Prakash Nair to come on to the stage to felicitate our young leaders. Toastmaster Prakash Nair will be presenting certificates to our young leaders, and Distinguished Toastmaster Subhashini will be presenting medals to our young leaders. Young leader Ashrita Uppala. Young leader Bhargav Lune. Young leader Dolly Chinna. Young leader Durba Krishna Rugve. Young leader Jvitesh Datta Juluru. Young leader Lasya Sai. Can we have a big round of applause? Please. Young leader Muhammad Ibrahim. Young leader Moksha Sri Punna. Young leader Nagavenkata Sai Vishal. Young leader Nikhil. Young leader Rudhi Vojjala. Young leader Sai Soumit Balu. The audience, you have
a delicious dinner waiting for you. But before that, may I ask you to clap a little louder, please, to encourage our young leaders. Young leader Sai Vivek Nune. Young leader Sadak Pandey. Young leader Shians Bachu. Sorry for the inconvenience. Young leader Shaushil Tamme. Young leader Shri Vallabh Gaud Manga. Young leader Srinidhi Nune. Young leader Suprit Amati. Young leader Vihan Tava. Young leader Vaishnavi. Young leader Una Abhinit. Thank you, DTM Subhashini. Thank you, Toastmaster Prakash Nair, for doing the felicitations. Thank you, young leaders. May I now request our founder president, Toastmaster Anil Kumar, to please come on to the stage to introduce our today's guest, Ravi Jayanti.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. ఒకసారి తెలుగులోకి వచ్చేటప్పటికి అందరూ హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు కదా. ముఖ్యంగా మీ అందరికీ ఫస్ట్ ధన్యవాదాలు. బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ ఫర్ ద ఓట్ ఆఫ్ థ్యాంక్స్, ఇక్కడ మన మధ్యలో ఈరోజు ఇండియన్ స్కూల్ సీప్ ఎస్ఎంసి ప్రెసిడెంట్, స్కూల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కమిటీ ప్రెసిడెంట్ రవి జయంతి గారు ఉన్నారు. అట్ లాస్ట్ మినిట్ ఆయన నా యొక్క రిక్వెస్ట్ని అంగీకరించి ఈ యూత్ లీడర్షిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ 3కి విచ్చేసారు. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ గ్లాడ్ టు లెట్ యూ నో హీ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఏ టోస్ట్ మాస్టర్. సో ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు రిక్వెస్ట్ హిమ్ స్టేజ్ పైకి వచ్చి మాకు 2 ముక్కలు చెప్తారని ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్.
నమస్కారం. అనిల్ గారు నాకు ఈ ఆపర్చునిటీ ఇచ్చినందుకు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్తున్నాను, ధన్యవాదాలు. ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు స్పీక్ ఇన్ తెలుగు, ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ మైండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ, బికాస్ ఐ గాట్ ఎ రేర్ ఆపర్చునిటీ టు స్పీక్ ఇన్ తెలుగు. జనరల్లీ ఐ నెవర్ గెట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. నేను టోస్ట్ మాస్టర్లో జాయిన్ అయ్యాను 2015, 2 years బ్యాక్. టోస్ట్ మాస్టర్లో జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇట్ హ్యాస్ బికమ్ ఏ గ్రేట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ ఫర్ మీ. స్కూల్లో స్పీచ్ ఇవ్వాలంటే మనకి స్టేజ్ ఫియర్. 1000, 2000, 3000 స్టూడెంట్స్ ముందర మాట్లాడాలంటే మనం స్కూల్లో ఎప్పుడూ మాట్లాడలేదు. ఎందుకంటే మనకి ఇటువంటి ఆపర్చునిటీ ఎప్పుడు దొరకలేదు. మనకి చాలా రేర్ ఆపర్చునిటీ ప్రస్తుతం ఉన్న జనరేషన్కి దొరికింది. ఈ ఆపర్చునిటీ మనం సద్వినియోగపరుచుకొని మన పిల్లల్ని మనం ఎంకరేజ్ చేసి యంగ్ లీడర్స్గా తయారు చేసి వాళ్ళ ఫ్యూచర్ మన ఫ్యూచర్ కన్నా బాగుండాలని కోరుకోవాలి. యాజ్ ఏ పేరెంట్స్, ఇట్ ఈస్ అవర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ. వీ షుడ్ మేక్ దెమ్ టు జాయిన్ into the Toastmasters clubs and make them a better leaders than us. We became leaders without the Toastmasters clubs, but the Toastmasters have developed us, excelled us. Today, they got a very good opportunity to learn from the scratch, from the beginning, professionally. This is very important. The very importantly is a professionally. They are learning everything professionally. And please encourage them. And thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, for witnessing this wonderful success of YLP. Thank you and wish you all the best. Thank you.
So may I now request you to stay with us for some more time to felicitate our mentors. I request our mentors, Madam Toastmaster Janaki Raghavan, Toastmaster Prasad, Toastmaster Karuna Karan, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwar Rao, Toastmaster Prasad S. Chetluri to be on the stage, please.
Sorry for the inconvenience audience and guests and mentors because we don't have a backstage here, so it was little crowded and sorry for the inconvenience. I request our guests to do the honor to our mentor, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwarao Garu. Our dearest mentor, an incredible speaker with a great sense of humor. May I request our guests to felicitate Toastmaster Prasad NNVV. May I request our guests once again to felicitate Toastmaster Chetlur S. Prasad, the man who enjoys her daughter's pranks. I request our guests to felicitate Toastmaster Karuna Karan, please. Sir, I request you to felicitate Madam Toastmaster Janaki Raghavan, our inspiration at Toastmasters. Thank you, mentors. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you is a small word, but I don't know any other words. Thank you. Yeah, just few more minutes. We are going to wind up the event. So may I now request our President Toastmaster Venugopal to thank the organizers for the support they have extended.
As Toastmasters, Madam Toastmaster Srividya conveyed, thanks is a very small word, but we don't have any other word. We want to really thank the Telugu Kala Samiti, the Indian Social Club Telugu Wing, for a continuous support from the YLP 1 to YLP 3 and the Toastmasters everywhere, whenever we required any kind of support, commercial, space, motivational, mentoring, everything was given. So we are very thankful to the complete TKS committee and the organizers. Thank you very much, sir. Especially a special thanks to our great initiator, Anil Kumar, Toastmaster Anil Kumar. Thank you very much, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venugopal. So before I hand over the session to our young leader, Abhineet, I have a small request to make. I think these forms have already been distributed to all the parents, asking for your feedback. So please take time to fill these forms and give them back to Toastmaster Kasinath, a Vice President of Education. Yeah, he's over there. Please return those forms after filling. It's a small request to you. May I now hand it back to young leader, Abhineet. Back to you, Abhineet.
It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of all our young leaders. First of all, I thank His Majesty, Sultan Qaboos, for allowing to run Toastmasters in Oman. I sincerely thank our Division Director, MTM Subhashini Shumanashekara, our Area Director, TM Prakash Nair, and Division PRTM Dinesh for gracing the occasion. From the bottom of my heart, I could like to thank TKS convener, founder, president of Mana TKS Toastmaster, TM Anil Kumar, and all the committee members and organizers for providing such a wonderful platform to learn and practice communication and leadership skills through YLP. We are grateful to all the mentors for the valuable guidance and support. We are indebted to ISM School Management, ISC for providing the classrooms and hall facilities to conduct, but it was ISWK School Management, ISC for providing the classroom and hall facilities to conduct the program successfully, and to sponsors, more particularly CAFO, who provided snacks to all of us. Last but not the least, a heartfelt thanks to all the parents for their support right through the program, and guests who taken out their precious time to encourage us today. Ladies, gentlemen, young leaders, once again I thank you all. Please join us for dinner.